So yeah, keep going.
Theodore Rex. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
1995. Let me play the trailer.
Wait. Is this the one with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
And the dinosaur?
Yeah.
I remember this.
Do you?
The future's toughest cop is Katie Coltrane. And now she's getting a new partner. His name is Teddy. He's a dinosaur.
How amazing is that?
Yeah.
He's a dinosaur. Your partner, Coltrane? He's got the style. I'm here for a new look. Step right up. What's the pleasure?
I watched the whole thing as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Not even a single laugh?
Well,
Yeah.
there was laughs, but like...
But like so bad, it's funny.
like, wow. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
I don't understand that movie.
Why was that ever made? It cost like $35 million.
I think it was meant to capitalize on the success of when they did the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action.
Oh, really?
Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, well, I mean, like the one with like they've got the big heads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
no,
they're like
I
robot suits and stuff like.
Yeah, I did watch that.
Yeah. I think it was
awesome.
meant to. Yeah, well, that did really well. See, and it was independent, so they were like, we gotta capitalize on this freaking. Let's get Whoopi Goldberg in a movie with a man in a dinosaur suit, and let's make them secret agents.
Yeah, boom.
Boom. What else can we do? He's funny. Yep. He's clumsy. Yep. He wears a Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah, that was like, man, if I was ever a producer, I'd love to sit in these meetings where they.
Yeah, I'd like to be a fly on the wall and just all you'd see is just dollar bills on their eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, this would be amazing.
Let's make a Transformers 8.
But sir, we haven't made 7. Who cares?
Or there's a Skip 9. iPhone did it.
We'll call it X.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't done that with like the 10th X-Men movie. I don't think there is 10 yet, but still.
They're getting up there.
Yeah, well, they're gonna reboot it soon. Apparently, the new rumor is that they're not going to introduce them in the MCU. They're going to make a Disney Plus TV series with the X-Men.
Wolverine.
No, with the X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily the Wolverine, but like the X-Men. Because you know Disney Plus is meant to be like MCU's like, hey, I know we said we weren't going to do crossover with the TV shows like Netflix stuff, which is now all cancelled, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but what if we made our own, and that way you know it's good? Hang on a second, what? And Disney Plus is meant to be like, they're basically saying, hey look, we can be like HBO and throw tons of money at it, and that makes the quality good. And you're like, hang on, that's not quite how it works.
Give us a second. I'm just gonna compute that.
Yeah, so basically they're going to give like that new Star Wars TV show, Mandalorian, is going to have like Game of Thrones level budget.
Oh.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good.
Game of Thrones had like a small budget to begin with, and it got a
And
lot
now
bigger.
It's fucking huge
Yeah.
because it's the biggest show ever.
It's awesome. I fucking love Game of
I
Thrones.
still haven't watched it.
Can't wait for it to finish.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, did you?
I can't wait to see all the angry internet trolls when it finishes in a way that they don't like.
Did you see the rumors for a Breaking Bad movie?
Yeah, apparently it's pretty much confirmed. It just hasn't been officially confirmed. I don't know how it would work.
Well, I don't know whether it said it.
Well, because Bryan
he
Cranston
died.
and Aaron Paul are going to be in it.
Yeah.
It's Jesse and Walter White.
Yeah, they die at the end. So,
Yeah.
well, not Jesse,
Not
but
Jesse, but...
Walter dies.
Yeah.
Well,
which I'd say
well,
is a spoiler, but we
you
pretty much
believe-
knew he was going to die because he has cancer. That's the whole point of the show.
yeah, and then like, you know, I mean, like then I saw an interview with Bryan Cranston. He's like, oh, I don't think he actually dies. Etc. Like, oh, what the fuck? All right then.
Sure.
Hold on to the past,
Yeah.
loser. So have you reviewed the Oscars?
Yeah.
Can you do that again? The cast and past.
Oh yeah, just like cut. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the show, episode 5.
Yeah.
I'm Zach.
Yeah. I'm Lewis.
We're gonna spend the first bit. Well, that was a bit of a ramble.
Ramble.
Bickering?
A little banter.
Banter? Whatever. We're gonna give a bit of a rundown through the Oscars and our thoughts and who we think might win.
We're gonna review the Oscars.
Yeah, haha. The Oscars at this point in time haven't happened yet. The nominations came out, I think, last week or the week before.
Yeah, and there's like a bit of hype around that.
Yeah, they're still trying to find a host after they fired Kevin Hart.
What about Jablinski?
Who?
Jablinski, Jack Black.
He probably would do it. I mean, he's not doing much these days.
Subscribe for PewDiePie. Jablinski.
Yeah.
So why do they fire Kevin Hart, Zach?
The same reason they fired James Gunn from Guardians 3. Homophobic tweets. Well, actually, James Gunn got fired for inappropriate tweets, but these are tweets that Kevin Hart made years ago. I think actually he stepped down. I don't think they fired him fully. I don't know, but yeah.
Bit of both.
And now there's a rumor that they're struggling to find a host, so they might just, because the Oscars are owned by Disney, and Disney owns Marvel, they're saying now that they might just get the actors from the MCU films to introduce each category. Yeah, it's not great, because apparently ratings for the Oscars are getting lower every year.
I mean,
I just don't think people care anymore.
People care less and less every year about the Oscars.
Yeah, that's why they added a new category.
They've added multiple categories.
Yeah,
over the years.
it's not great.
And they're adding, and they're splitting the categories up into little ones to make more, I don't know, stuff. But what they should do is they should just, well, the social media around the Oscars isn't huge.
No.
And that's what they need to do. They need to
capitalize
on influencers and stuff, shit like that to make.
Yeah, and they should stream it on like Twitch or something, like they do with the Game Awards, even though the Game Awards are trash. Don't just stick it on a network, because like it's not airing in Australia. Usually we get it airing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it would be for us, it would be the afternoon, but for them it's like
The morning.
late night or whatever. But
Okay, right.
I don't know. There's some kind of delay, but usually we would get it on free-to-air TV.
Right.
We're not, and I don't think we did last year either. So
That's probably half the reason.
yeah, so we're gonna have to find out as it happens, or the day after,
Or online or whatever.
yeah.
So-
Or you could just I know people download the Oscars, which is
I mean,
whatever, but they should stream it or something on Twitch. I think that'd be pretty cool.
or like a YouTube.
Well, yeah, because you can put ads and shit in there, so you can still make money. Like,
Yeah.
if you put that on Twitch, because Twitch you can do anything now. Like, what would you put it under? IRL or something, or like creative, I guess.
Game shows. I don't know.
Yeah, would it go into creative though? Kind of like when they introduced the Bob Ross thing.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff on
Yeah.
Twitch. You probably had a whole new category for the Oscars. Oscar
You
category.
probably could. Just people watching movies. No, you couldn't
Twitch
do
is
that.
so
That'd
rich as well.
Well, yeah, and like if you've got like even 10,000 people watching it live, and you've got, when the Oscars go to an ad, there's an ad that runs on Twitch. Disney be making that money.
You're making that dollar, Dizzo.
Although I guess they don't own Twitch, so they're like, nah.
Talking about Disney,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 got
Yeah.
announced or whatever.
It's official.
It's official or something.
Is it out? I don't know.
Is it out? I saw something. I saw the trailer and I'm like, yeah, that looks kind of sick.
It looks cool. I don't care for it myself. I remember playing the first one or the second one back on the PS2, and then I bought it when they re-released it for PS3, and I couldn't play it, and I got really angry.
What do you mean you couldn't play it?
Because I suck at, like, RPGs.
You got to roleplay, bro.
Yeah,
You
but,
gotta
like,
get
I
in the
couldn't beat the
moment.
boss. I was like, this is impossible. And, like, the camera's all weird, and I'm
You
not,
suck.
I'm not a game. Yeah. No, I fully admit it's my fault.
Okay.
It's in no way the game's fault. It is me. I just couldn't follow
Simple instructions.
anything where I had to look up walkthroughs and shit. I think it'll be a good game. They've been promising it for years. I think it's interesting that they've got a Pirates of the Caribbean world in it with a Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp. That's weird for a couple of reasons. One, they're rebooting that franchise, and two, they're rebooting it without Johnny Depp.
Sad. But need to be done.
Did it? Did we need more Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, but
Did you watch Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Nah, but
I
I
didn't.
have no idea. Actually, I did watch it.
Oh yeah, what'd you
Yeah.
think?
It's just another. It's one of those films that you watch, like you watch Transformers. You watch it and you're like, that's fun.
I mean, because I really liked the first three. I thought the fourth one was trash.
I still think the first one is the best one.
Oh, Black Pearl's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jack Sparrow isn't the main thing.
No.
He's not the
It's
main.
Will, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Will Turner.
And Elizabeth? Is that her name?
Look, probably just go Elizabeth or Mary or like
Some
Jane.
Some royal name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
Oscars. Back to
Oscars. Yeah, so we've just pitched to Disney what you can do with the Oscars. You're welcome. So do we want to just go through it in categories that matter to us, or
Just do all of them and just see. We'll
All of
breeze
them?
past the ones that we don't care about.
Okay, so the most important, or arguably the most important category in the Oscars, the one that has the biggest bragging factor to it, is Best Picture.
Best Picture.
Because you're basically saying this is the best film of this year.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
You are.
You're saying that, like, in the year 2018, one of these movies is the best film to have come out, at least according to our board of directors, which are all old white men. They're probably not all white men. I don't know how it works.
I reckon they've got like a bit of racial diversity.
Well, they
in
must,
that.
because no, I'm not going to say that. But, like, okay, so number one. Actually, no, we'll leave this one last because I know this one's going to cause a bit of a discussion. Black Klansman, which was directed by Spike Lee.
Starring who?
Which that had Adam Driver in it, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He actually got nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't know that name of the main actor in it. I know he's like Denzel Washington's like son or something. That movie actually looked really funny. I meant to see it at
I
cinemas.
also meant to see it.
Yeah,
but-
because it's like a dark comedy.
Yeah, dark comedy. I love those.
Yeah, it actually looks really funny. Apparently, it's really good. I mean, it must be really good. I didn't get to see it. I might try and watch it before the Oscars, but at this point in time, probably not.
Yeah.
I'll catch up at some point. You know. Yeah. That's whatever. Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
which is kind of controversial because it was directed or half directed by Bryan Singer, who's now under allegations of sexual abuse.
The best stuff has always got something to do with
Yeah.
that.
It's interesting because this movie had mixed reviews.
Mhm.
Critics were torn, but the audience loved it.
Yeah.
I know you didn't see it,
I didn't see it, but
but
my friends saw it.
on
and they
trailers
loved it.
alone, what did you think it looked?
Well, on trailers, plus all my friends have watched it and loved it, and I usually agree with their film taste.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it looked like a pretty good film. I'm not sure if it deserves to win. I've been watching a lot of interviews by what's his name?
Rami
The
Malek?
Egyptian. Yeah, that's it.
From that museum.
yeah.
Fuck.
And like he's not a method actor, so I thought it was quite strange how he got so into the role.
I mean, I'd call him method, but yeah.
We didn't say he was.
No, yeah. Well, this probably sounds pretty. He didn't want to sound pretentious. Apparently, he had a I don't know what you call it, but like a coach just to coach him on his like movements,
Oh, really?
like just to try and make him move fluent like Freddie Mercury. You know, lots of hand gestures and lots of like the way because you know like people thought Freddie Mercury could dance. He couldn't. He just knew how to move to his music, to their music. You know, how he sort of gallivants across the stage and like he had the the movie's good. The acting by him is great. They kind of glance over a lot of stuff.
Well, it's
That was my only problem. And I know you can't fit everything
it's an
in.
entire life down to 2 hours or whatever.
But
So-
it's a good movie. I don't know. It's interesting because out of all these movies, all of them were very well received, but Bohemian Rhapsody was the most mixed. Which doesn't mean it's not deserving. It's just interesting that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
The next one is a movie called The Favourite, which neither of us have watched. I meant to, again. And I'm not just saying that to sound like I know what I'm talking about. It was from the director of a movie called The Lobster, which you've got Netflix. I really recommend watching. It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Really dark comedy. It's basically like in The Lobster. It's it's illegal to be single. And if
What do you mean? It's illegal.
to be single.
Oh, really?
And if you're not with anyone, you have to go to these like camps, and where you've got a limited amount of time to meet people and get married. Otherwise, after so many days or so many weeks, you will be turned into an animal of your choice.
Well, it's,
And the main character chooses to be turned into a lobster.
well, why a lobster?
I think he says because they're sterile all year round, which means they can always mate, and that he likes the ocean.
But if he's always single, if he's single, and therefore has to be turned into an animal, and he wants to be sterile, oh yeah.
I mean, not always sterile, always able to
Fertile.
mate. Fertile, that's it. I think that's his reasoning. Look, you'd have to watch the movie. It is very funny, but really fucked up and really dark. And then, like, within the course of the film, he fakes getting married with someone, or, like, lies, and that's
This isn't
very
the
much against the
favourite,
rules.
this is
No, this is The Lobster.
This is-
I'm just saying, based on this guy's other film that I've seen,
Yeah.
The Favourite, I would imagine, was a very polarizing film that people very much liked. So, yeah. Green Book. I have no idea about this one. I know it's got Aragon in it. And Cottonmouth
Oh,
from
right.
Luke Cage.
Right.
Roma, which I also didn't watch. I think that's a foreign film. Actually, I'm not sure. Vice.
Ah, yes. I
Wait.
did. I loved the look of that in the cinema when I watched like the.
When I watched the trailer, I was terrified of Christian Bale. He looks terrifying
Yeah.
as Dick Cheney.
Oh God, it's. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's yeah. That
And that's all
sound.
real, too. Ugh.
It's all real.
Yeah, he
When
put on all
told
that
me
weight.
that, I
Yeah,
didn't believe you.
he's totally
I had to
method.
I had to look it up.
No, yeah, he put on all that weight.
That's
He just
insane.
ate tons of meat pies and stuff. And did you see him at the Golden Globes when he won for Best Actor? He's fucking tiny again.
Yeah, didn't take him long. I don't know what his body's doing, but
He's
It's got
wrecking his body for his art, and, you know, kudos to him.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things. Plus, it was directed from the guy who directed the big
Sure.
Big Short, yeah,
The Big Little.
Big Little. You know the one I mean, the one about the
Big
the
Short.
housing crisis.
Yeah.
And that also had Christian Bale in it.
Yeah, it did actually. That was a good film. Got on disc.
Yeah, it was really sad, but good.
It taught me a lot about the world that I didn't
Yeah, and how
really
Ryan
know.
Gosling's character basically profited from everyone losing their money.
Well, I mean, the most would go somewhere when you think about it.
Oh yeah, of course. If everyone's losing it, where is it going?
Yeah, exactly.
So that was, yep. A Star Is Born.
Well, I ended up seeing it just because everyone told me to see it.
So you did see A Star Is Born?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
No, but I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't like it.
Oh yeah?
But
Why
Bradley Cooper's
not?
cool though. I just don't like Lady Gaga. I think I just have like.
Don't think she can act?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like her singing either. I do like. She's obviously good and talented. Maybe better than I will ever be.
Oh yeah, no, that's
That's
not. You don't have to say
It's
that.
not my-
I get it.
just not my.
You kind of can't see past her as the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, well, that's me. Anyway, you'll. I didn't like it.
Oh,
don't
I
think it's
concur. I think it was amazing. I think the first half of the movie is great. I think the second half, fucking, is trash. But that's only because it's meant to be. Like how her music loses her identity and it becomes much like today's pop music and stuff.
good. Right.
You know, like when she performed on Saturday Night Live and it was all just about fucking and...
I didn't.
And-
No.
No, you didn't get that message? That's why they were fighting so much, because
Oh,
her
okay.
music lost identity. It didn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah. Right. I wish I was paying more attention. Move on. Next one.
Okay, yep. And then the one... Oh boy. Black Panther for Best Picture.
I've watched that multiple times actually.
I've only watched it once, and I will only ever watch it once.
What's that?
Because out of all the MCU films, I don't despise it for any particular reason. I don't despise it at all. I just think it's one of the weaker entries in the film.
Racist.
Yeah, I know, right? I must be.
Yeah. Must be a racist.
Fucking oath. Don't even start.
But I've watched it twice now.
Yeah, but I mean, you also liked the soundtrack and stuff as well.
I do
I
like
didn't
the
really get
soundtrack.
into it because it's not really my thing.
It's not your thing. No. Well, it is.
Oh, like
mine.
you know what I mean? Like I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar and stuff already. So like,
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think that like the soundtrack was one reason why I liked it. I also liked it for its version, because the first time you get to see Black Panther in MCU was in Civil War.
see, I preferred him in Civil War. Preferred the costume as well.
Costume is fairly similar. Like, there's not much of a difference.
mean,
it's
yeah.
just black and silver.
You say tomato, I say tomato. No, you're right. You're right.
It's-
It's kind of like when they go, oh, it's a new Iron Man suit, and you're like, is it?
Yeah, look, the Iron Man suits are getting
That's
more,
off topic.
more spandex as possible, but
Oh yeah. The less we have to build in real life, the worse it looks.
yeah.
Anyway, but Black Panther.
Black Panther. No,
Do you think, as a film, it's deserving of Best Picture? The film alone, without its media impact, without its social impact, and without any context to the world we live in today, or at least in America rather, do you think it is deserving of something like Best Picture?
Best Picture? No, I guess not. But it deserves a nomination.
Oh yeah, but I'd say that I would pick Infinity War, which also has Black Panther in it, and it also is half set in Wakanda. I would pick that over it for Best Picture in terms of its scope, like how big it was. Do you know what I mean? Like Infinity War was a huge undertaking by Marvel to put 10 years worth of, well, for the most part, 10 years worth of films
Correct.
into
one, which is really, I can't wait for Endgame.
Oh, no, I can't wait for Endgame. It's going to break my heart, but I can't wait for it.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But no, Black Panther deserves a nomination. Maybe there's a couple of things that I would change personally about it.
Yeah, same.
Most of it being like the lighting they take.
Yeah.
Because every single dark, like, because the scene is so cool and so like mysterious and like Panther-like. For like
Like
the
scene, I
first,
think we've talked about before, the scene in the forest.
Yeah, scene in the
where
forest,
he sneaks up on
scene
Claw's
in
men.
South Korea.
Yeah.
And then it's all of a sudden, and then the scene in the train. And then there's a couple of other issues with the train scene, but then there's a couple of the scenes outside that where they're in this like jungly area, but the jungle looks so like, I don't know, not Black Panther.
That's fair.
Like the waterfall fight.
I thought the city
Wasn't that
stuff was pretty cool. Like, you know, when they went into that like club, like with the Stan Lee cameo and stuff, where he runs into Martin Freeman's character, whatever his name is, I can't remember.
Agent something or other.
Yeah. From Civil War. Yeah. I thought that scene was great, but any scene that takes place in Wakanda, like, you know, showing how technologically advanced it is, a lot of it just didn't look very good. A lot of the special effects, I feel like more if it went into Infinity War, and that's why it got a nomination for Best Visual Effects. Because the studio who did the special effects for Black Panther did the ones for Infinity War.
Yeah,
So why does one look better than the other? You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I think this film's been nominated based on social impact, which, you know, is fine. No problem with that. I feel like it's taking away from other films. But that could also be biased because I really enjoyed A Star is Born. I don't think it deserves Best Picture, but...
What does deserve Best Picture, Zach?
I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it?
What's on
It's
the
all...
list?
It's, what do you call it? Subjective.
That's going to be a very hard one to choose this year.
Because if they pick something like Green Book or Roma, those are the films I'd say that people watch the least. Like, out of those... Like, people heard of the least.
Did you watch those ones?
No, I didn't even know they existed.
I didn't know what Roma
So, like,
was.
I only heard about The Favourite because I watched The Lobster. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody because I'm a big fan of Queen and Rami Malek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard of Black Klansman because it had the lead actor from a show that I'd watched, and the trailer looked really, really cool. Black Panther, obviously we're more Marvel fanboys.
Yeah.
Star is Born just looked amazing, and Vice was the director of The Big Short. So it's like you hear everything through word of mouth. I didn't hear anything about Green Book or Roma.
I've never heard of Roma.
No.
So I've heard of Green Book.
I saw the poster for Green Book at the State,
Yeah.
but apart from that...
Yeah, didn't hear Roma. I would say, out of those ones, I feel like, hopefully that, for me, that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got no idea.
Fuck, I can't say.
We're not trying to argue we're professionals at all. This is just
Non-famous-
opinion-based. Non-famous people's opinions. We really should put opinions in capitals because it's like people, if anyone's listening, might get angry.
Yeah. Actually, I can say this right now.
Especially about the Black Panther
We're
talk.
past the 1 minute mark, but we lose almost all our audience at the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, that sucks. Maybe we do need to add video, but I don't want to add video.
Alright. No one even got up to the video part in episode fucking 4. 3. That's 3.
Yeah, we had parts. Like you could put in a video right now of how I'm holding Whitbix.
Yeah?
We had to make a supermarket.
You fucking American.
So there's Wheat Bix, pride and joy of Australia,
Brand deal.
sanitarium, yeah. Yeah, we spent a long time talking about Best Picture. Anyway, I just think it's interesting that Black Panther got nominated for Best Picture, but not for director, not for acting, and for all the other nominations that it got.
Acting was amazing in Black Panther. I really like how they acted.
Shuri?
Oh, wait, Shuri.
Shuri, the sister?
The sister. She had a role and she played it how it needed to be played. Look, she doesn't need to get an award, but like
No.
Michael B. Jordan and
See, I didn't like my...
T'Challa.
Hey, auntie.
Hey, auntie.
Stupid friggin' line. That took me completely out of his character. I was like, what? Anyway, we've talked about Killmonger before. I just think they kind of wasted him by killing him off, but apparently he may not be dead. Ooh.
How is he not dead?
I don't know. According to Angela Bassett, she dropped a bomb, as the news sites are calling it, saying that he might be in Black Panther 2, which doesn't make sense, but
but he's not.
You know, it could just be flashbacks, but that also doesn't make sense because we saw his whole life in that movie. So, anyway, so that's Best Picture. I know one of the comments left on our last video, the only comment left on our last podcast,
Yeah.
from Rhapsody, is hoping that Bohemian Rhapsody will win because I know he's a personal big fan of Queen.
Fucking who doesn't like Queen though?
Oh, it's hard not to love Queen. You have to like at least one Queen song.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favourite? Or one of? Like, top ones.
Ooh.
That isn't Bohemian Rhapsody.
I really like Radio Gaga.
Yeah?
Yeah. Radio Gaga.
And copyright. No, they're not paying enough attention to us. I would say, personally, Under Pressure
Ah, really?
with David Bowie. Because I love David Bowie.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, Best Director. We got the director of Roma, the director of The Favourite. I'm not even going to attempt to say their names. The director of a movie called Cold War. I didn't see that one. Vice, Adam McKay, and Spike Lee for Black Klansman. I think Black Klansman will probably win it. Actually, A Favourite. Yeah,
Move
we'll
on.
just yeah. Best Actress. That one from Roma.
Yelzita Ibarakiko.
Yeah,
Nah,
Jesus
fuck that.
Christ.
Sorry.
Glenn Close for The Wife. She also won Best Actress at the Golden Globes. Olivia Colman for The Favourite. She did not win at the Golden Globes because Glenn Close won it. Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born. I don't think she'll win it.
Cool
but
that she got nominated today.
I think it's pretty cool. And Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me, which I didn't watch. It was a small little indie film that I apparently did very well. People
McCarthy is a strange name. I know a McCarthy in real life. Just saying.
It's very cool of you, Lewis.
Best actor Christian Bale in
For
Vice.
Vice. I think he'll probably... he might win.
Look at him.
Yeah, it's insane, the transformation. he
Should
went
look at it
through.
right now. Open a new tab and be like, wow.
Yeah, or just watch the part in the trailer where he puts his hands together, and you see how he's got these like sausage fingers. Blew my mind.
Blew my mind.
Oscar, boom.
Deserves it.
Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate. He played
Bradley Cooper as well. Go on.
yeah, I know. He played Michelangelo, the painter. You know, cut his ear
that
off.
one. Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that Michelangelo? Yeah. No.
No,
Yeah?
isn't it? I don't know. Probably. If you're, I hope you're right, because
I
otherwise,
hope I'm right. Otherwise, it's gonna be fucking embarrassing.
I think it's not him. I think it's the guy.
If you say Picasso, I'm gonna hit you.
The guy who painted the stars.
Yeah, Starry Night.
Yeah, that was not.
That was Michelangelo.
That was not Michelangelo.
Look it
That
up.
was. I know. You know who this is.
I think red hair, because he has red hair in that movie.
Vincent Van Gogh. Well,
Vincent Van fuck me
of course it
sideways.
was. That's
oh,
what I thought it
God.
was. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go past that now. Viggo Mortensen, or Aragon, for The Green Book.
Is that him?
Yeah, he played Aragon in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That's my only point of reference to him. And Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born. I'm a bit annoyed that he didn't get nominated for Best Director, because he actually directed A Star Is Born. It was his directorial debut.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Did a fucking amazing job.
Right? Did you know he could sing? Like,
No.
before going, yeah.
Because
He's amazing.
You saw him in what? You saw him in Guardians of the Galaxy voicing a raccoon.
Yeah.
You saw him in Hangover
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Is that all you know him from?
Basically.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, and also
He's had a weird, like, action career. He did Limitless.
no, I did see Limitless.
Limitless was cool.
I only watched Limitless with him.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody. He won it at the Golden Globes for Best Actor. I wonder if he'll win it for Freddie.
Who knows?
He certainly is the best part of that movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Best Supporting Actress, Amy Adams for Vice. I didn't even know she was in it. That one for Roma.
Maria Di Tavara.
Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk.
Emma
heard-
Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz for The Favourite. So that means all three main actors in The Favourite have been nominated.
That's pretty good.
Olivia Colman, Emma Stone,
Maybe
Rachel
maybe
Weisz.
that will win then.
Yeah,
Because they've got that good acting.
yeah,
It probably
that's a
should win
tough
then.
one.
Best supporting actor. Here we go.
Cottonmouth for Green Book. I'm just going
like-
to call him Cottonmouth. It's like, Mahershala.
Ali.
I don't know, but he's in the new season of True Detective. Adam Driver for Black Klansman. I mean, sure, why not? I didn't see it. Sam Elliott for Star is Born. He's amazing in that movie. I love Sam Elliott. Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me? Didn't watch that. Yep. And Sam Rockwell for Vice.
Well,
So
that's
Vice.
also
So
the-
three leads for Vice also.
Well, that's a supporting actor.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I'd call it like
almost
top
lead.
build. You know.
There you go. Well,
I
maybe
like Sam Rockwell.
maybe between The Favourite and Vice then for the winner.
Oh, Best Picture.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a good point. Best Original Screenplay, The Favourite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, and Vice.
Ooh,
So Vice is in it. Vice.
we're getting
Vice and The Favourite seem to be the favourites.
there. Yeah. There you go.
Best Adapted Screenplay, Can You Ever Forgive Me, If Beale Street Could Talk, Black Klansman, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is a Netflix movie, so it's interesting that got nominated. And A Star Is Born. I mean, I'm biased. I want A Star Is Born, but Black Klansman, I'm thinking. Or maybe If Beale Street Could Talk. If Beale Street Could Talk. Do we want to go through these ones or just... Vice. Vice should win for Best Makeup and Hairstyle. I mean, friggin' look at Christian Bale.
I mean, yeah.
I know it's not all makeup, but like...
Fuck.
Or maybe Mary Queen of Scots. I don't know. Costume design will probably go to Black Panther or The Favourite.
Costume design was freaking awesome in Black Panther.
I must admit, yeah, what are they called? Dora you know, he's like protectors. He's like
Yeah.
what do you call it? The Daj. You know what I mean? He's like the women.
The bald ladies.
Yes.
With the red coats. With the spears.
They looked fucking awesome. Best cinematography, I think, should go to A Star Is Born because that movie looks amazing. But you know, it'll probably.
Maybe I should spend more attention to that film because.
I mean, if you don't like it, you're not gonna. Best original song. Are you annoyed that Sunflower didn't get nominated?
A little. It was really good.
I must admit, my opinion on that song is changing a bit.
It's a good.
It was mostly just that I didn't
tune,
like Post Malone, but it does have a really good beat, yeah.
and tune.
And that chorus is just...
Yeah, and it just makes you feel like, and man, it just reminds me of the whole. It just reminds me of the movie,
Yeah, no, and that's probably the best thing it can do.
and that's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
It's
And it's not just one of those songs that's like in the end credits either. It's in the actual movie 3 times.
yeah, and it played. It even played a story purpose.
Oh, yeah. They don't mention who it's by, but he does sing the actual song, yeah. Or he hums it. Oh, no, he does sing it when he's trying to go invisible, doesn't he? Oh, no, he
And
hums it as well.
unstick.
Yeah,
he, like,
that's it, yeah.
It goes. And then he like unsticks. Yeah, from the ceiling. Exactly.
I think Shallow should win, but Black Panther, All the Right Stars will probably win. Which would be interesting, because would it... Yeah, Kendrick Lamar wrote it.
There you go.
I think Shallow should win, though. That's just... Hey. That's some people are probably over that song now because it's so overplayed on the radio.
Yeah.
But, you know,
There you
whatever.
go.
Best Original Score. Black Panther by Ludwig Göransson. Did you know that Ludwig has done lots of scores before, obviously, but his main collaborator is Childish Gambino. He produced
That's
all the music
fucking
for
cool.
Childish Gambino. Yeah,
Man, that's kind of nutty.
that's pretty cool. There's a cool video on, I think it's Genius, the YouTube channel Genius, where he breaks down Redbone into all its various parts, and you're like, holy shit, I never even noticed that that in the song. Like, there's a triangle in there. You know the triangle instrument? Yeah, there's one of those in Redbone.
I've always wanted to play a triangle player.
And now every time I listen to Redbone, which isn't that much, but I always hear the ding, ding like the, you know.
How many more of these we got?
Black Klansman. I don't really care about documentary, but...
Animated feature. Let's go. Boom.
Boom. Incredibles 2. Isle of Dogs. Mirage.
Isle of Dog was amazing.
Is it?
Yeah, I
I
loved
heard
it.
it was pretty mediocre.
I fucking loved it, mate. It's just my kind of film. It's so arty and
It is very arty. It's by Paul Wes Anderson.
it's so arty and it's. Like, can I open the doors? It's
Yeah.
kind of dying again.
Yeah, okay, well, you can speak to Isle of Dogs then. Would you want... Is it good enough, though, to beat Incredibles 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Like, it's good enough to beat. I'm sure it's. I've never seen Rex the Internet, but it can beat Incredibles 2 and it can beat.
Wow, you're a big advocate for Incredibles 2. So
It was good, but like I didn't realize I was nominated.
Oh, you didn't?
No. It was so good when I watched it. I watched it 3 times now. It's a
Wow.
long film, and the animation behind it took forever.
Oh yeah,
and all
credit
the-
where credit's due. It looks amazing.
It looks fucking brilliant, and I'm not sure what goes into choosing who wins best animated feature. Like if it's about the story and whatever, then I don't know.
Well, it's
but
kind of weird, isn't it? Because they only get the one category. Like, there's best animated short, but best animated feature is just like, is it a mixture of all of the main categories for the live action films? You know, like scoring, acting, well, not acting, maybe scoring, writing. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it's about if it's just
it's-
about how good it looks and how well story it's put together.
So does that tie Isle of Dogs with Spider-Verse for you?
Yeah, for me, it does. It's so
Wow, so now you're kind of conflicted. You're torn.
yeah, but no, Sunflower. I mean, not Sunflower. Fucking Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse was really good, and it like the art style and that was also incredible.
I had people who thought it was 2D.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
but it looks so nice
It's-
and real, and the action scenes just so flow together. It looks like a comic, and it does everything.
But like
it
in the
needs to
best
do.
way possible.
In the best way possible. And then Isle of Dog, like, it's got like this weird, like, kind of like, is it like a puppet show almost?
Yeah, like marionette kind of thing. Or...
Yeah, like where like, kind of like a where
Yeah,
they have,
marionette,
like a box and like you have like a show in it. Whatever that's called. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
audience.
audience.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like I actually would not be surprised. It won't win because it's too arty and
You reckon?
It's
Like
not-
for an animated film, like usually it's like the kids targeted ones, because there's an anime film in here as well.
What rated like was it MA or was it PG? What is it
Isle
called?
of Dogs.
No, the anime.
Oh, Murray.
I've never heard of that. so-
No, neither.
I don't know.
I
but
hope. I don't think Ralph's got a chance. If I'm honest, if I think it was Ralph and a bunch of other stuff, it would probably win. Or say Incredibles 2. But honestly, I think Spider-Verse has got it in the bag.
It should do. It was really good.
I mean, some people are calling it the best animated film in like the last 10 years, which is insane to think about because of how many Pixar films we've had.
Yeah.
You know, so
There's been a good amount of Pixar films.
there have been a lot of Pixar films. So
Coco was pretty good as well. Coco won last year, didn't it?
I think it did, yeah.
Coco was good.
Best foreign language film, best sound mixing. Again, that's Black Panther, Star is Born in Bohemian, and First Man, which I didn't see. I wanted to see First Man. Didn't
First
get
Man's
to.
about Neil Armstrong. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, I liked it because it's from the director of La La Land, which I refused to watch, but from Whiplash. You should watch Whiplash.
I'll put it on my list.
If you've ever watched a movie that made you feel uneasy and on the edge of your seat, uncomfortable and like intense,
Yeah.
this is like that, but times 10. In my opinion. Anyway,
There you go.
A Quiet Place got one for best sound editing,
That was
which is weird because that movie's all about being quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't like A Quiet Place. Did you watch it?
Well, that was with John Krasinski,
Yeah.
and Emily Blunt.
And Emily Blunt.
And it's about that. And it's about monsters, and like they make cool sounds. They do make cool sounds.
They do make cool sounds.
It's a cool one to get nominated for.
Yeah,
For
I mean, it
Quiet
makes
Place.
sense,
Yeah. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I saw it and I thought that's bad. Not bad. Jim from The Office.
Yeah, and he directed it, didn't he? Yeah. I don't think they should make a sequel, but they are. Whatever.
No, that's money.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like the first one to begin with. But hey, you know, it wasn't for everyone. I'm not going to say it didn't freak me out, like, didn't, you know, get the reaction out of me that...
He was intending.
Like, I'm not being like, oh, I didn't find it scary and that's why it's bad. No, it's not like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
You know,
think
people are like that?
I just don't like sequels to horror films.
No, they're never good.
They never
Well,
ever.
they're never really good, no.
Well, then the ones that are good to begin with always do a terrible job the second time round.
I think that speaks to sequels in general, doesn't it?
Some sequels are good. Like
I'm worried that now that Spider-Verse has done so well, what if they fast-track the sequel and it's just not quality? Especially since they're making it all about the female Spider-Man, which is fine. But don't...
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, they're doing like they're doing a sequel, I think, but the sequel's going to be about all the female Spider people. So like Spider-Girl, which was Peter Parker's daughter in an alternate universe, Silk, which is about another Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, and Spider-Gwen.
Okay, but Miles is not gonna be in it.
I don't know.
I have Miles in it. I like Miles.
Oh, Miles was cool.
Miles was cool.
Miles was cool.
I
They
really-
actually made Miles a cool character, which shouldn't have been difficult, but the comics have never really made me want to read him.
They've done way better than the comics have, which is a first for a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, because usually it's always like the source material did it better, and in this case it's like, no, it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Anyway, best production design: Black Panther, The Favourite, First Man, Mary Poppins Returns, Roma.
Roma again. I've got to watch that film now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
right. I think probably Black Panther. I don't know. I feel like they're going to give every Oscar they can to that movie. Not that it doesn't merit it, but you know. Or maybe The Favourite.
Maybe The Favourite also seems to be up there as well.
Yeah, because it's like a period drama or a comedy. I don't know.
What is it? Yeah.
Best visual effects: Infinity War should win, but Solo also got nominated.
So awesome.
Have you watched it?
I watched it. I
Good.
bought it actually.
It's so good.
I've been watching it constantly.
Every
I don't
time
know
you
why.
watch it, it gets a bit better.
It does, and it's just. They should do a sequel to it. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
such a shame that they've just canned those solo, those like one-offs. They canned it. We made 2 and they've canned them because Solo underperformed. But do you know what I think it is? I think it's because they released it in May instead of in December. If they released it December last year, it would have done so much better because people would have had more room to breathe between The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Because people were so angry about that, even though that movie made its budget back.
Yeah.
But Solo, yeah. So that's disappointing. As much as I want Infinity War or Solo to win, you haven't seen Christopher Robin, but if you like Pooh Bear, Christopher Robin is just the cutest damn film.
When I was a little kid, I did love.
And it's got most of the original voice actors of Pooh Bear and Tigger, and who I think is the same guy actually. They don't have the original Eeyore.
Piglet.
They have Piglet and Roo, Kanga and Roo and Rabbit. But Ready Player One got nominated for Best Effects.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, you know, it did have no, it shouldn't. It did get a lot of effects, but I'm sure the people who worked on it worked very, very hard, and that's the important.
That's the important.
Like,
You try.
there is so much of that movie that you just don't even notice. Like, I was watching, I just randomly like scrolled through Facebook or Reddit one day, and they show that there's like, when the one guy who has like tons of stuff is dying and just leaking coins and stuff out of him, one of the guns that drops is a Borderlands gun. And you wouldn't even see that when watching it. It's only when you go back and you pause it. That's insane. So the amount of detail that went in that people aren't even going to notice,
Yeah.
like the ones who don't really care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought that's
Pretty cool. It's kind of like when you see the Spartans from Halo and you're like, you see it for like 2 seconds. Oh.
I
saw it.
saw Tracer.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Oh yeah, Tracer, yeah. It's insane. Best film editing: Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favourite, Green Book, Vice, and Black Klansman.
Cool.
I can't speak to Bohemian Rhapsody's editing. It was okay.
When they like performed live, something was performed live. No, Star Wars Born was performed. All those songs were performed live.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Yeah.
They went to just concerts and they performed. That's insane. And that's how you can tell it's a real reaction. Whereas, like, as cool as that crowd scene in Bohemian Rhapsody is, the one you see at the trailer at the end where they're doing the Radio Gaga,
Yeah.
you can tell that it's CGI
Yeah.
and it's fake. I mean, obviously they weren't going to assemble that many extras because fuck, that would be...
But you couldn't get the one you wanted. No, you could.
It would have just been a nightmare logistically. At least with A Star Is Born, the audience was already there listening to something else, and it's like, hey, can we just hijack your performance for a bit
Yeah.
as part of this film? And everyone would have been like, fuck yeah. And it was good. Animated short. Oh, one of them's going to is it Bayo? The one about the Pixar one about the dumpling.
Oh, the dumpling that
That's
goes old.
terrifying. The mum eats him.
Oh shit! There's a fucking dumpling. Yeah, I'd love to make one of those.
Yeah, that'll probably win, but that's the only one I've seen, but that was terrifying.
What else is there?
Animal
I
behavior,
want to find those online.
late afternoon, one small step, and weekends.
There you go.
Best live action short, best documentary short. Didn't watch any of that, and that's it.
Well, there you go.
That probably took us way longer than it should have.
It
but-
did. It took us like
Well, I didn't know if we'd go through every category, but you were like, yeah, let's do it.
44.
I mean, if it says anything, our longest video has the most views.
Yeah, maybe the longer the better.
And then
Fuck,
people
yeah.
don't listen. But yeah, I think
Thanks of you who stay past the 1:07 mark.
yeah, not
Because
that, you know, just
that's
maybe
our
we should
thoughts.
time code it, but we can't really time code it with this one because we talk about Black Panther like 6, 7 times, and Bohemian Rhapsody 10 or something.
It's
Like,
just the Oscars. We'll do that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do
we
that.
could timestamp it with the category, I guess, but it's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm excited for the Oscars, I guess. I'm a bit annoyed that Black Panther is going to be the first superhero film to get Best Picture
Okay.
nomination. I
Who-
think Logan should have got it.
Logan. Okay.
What
What about Iron Man?
No.
No.
Iron Man's good, but it's not... Because all the Marvel films kind of look the same. Infinity War was the first one to sort of shake it up in terms of how they looked.
Yeah, true.
Visually.
Civil War also.
Yeah.
Bit different.
So it's just kind of, you know... They need to change... Like, their films are formulaic for a reason, because it works. But I think that's why the one-shot Star Wars films are so good. Because Rogue One looks like a war movie.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's gritty, and like, it's all about the non-Jedi type characters, and like the... You know, and Solo's all about the underworld and the smuggling underground and stuff.
Fuck, I really wish... you know what?
And how
One day...
not everything's clean and nice. Even though the original trilogy is all about how not everything is clean and nice in space. But like, you know what I mean? It's more about the main characters, so...
One day, I'm going to earn enough money, alright? Where I'm going to
Fund
my own Star Wars solo sequel.
sequel.
Yeah. How much do you reckon I need? 100 million? 50 million?
I mean, if you can do all the visual effects by yourself,
No.
or pay one guy in
I want to
Peanuts...
pay Disney to then make another one. Do you reckon I could do that? Make a donation.
I mean, probably. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan funded Glass
that-
by himself,
how much did you spend on that?
20 million.
So,
And but that's a small movie. If you made the Solo sequel like 20 minutes, like that Uncharted short film,
oh man, I could fund
fan
that.
film, where you just make it like half an hour, you'd probably only need 50 million.
Fuck.
And even then, you'd have to hope that you would already have some of the assets.
Yeah.
You know how when they release games that you think are AAA, and then you're like, wait, these are all assets taken from other games?
Yeah, I'm
It's
already in uni student debt already.
Ooh, yeah, same. I'm with
Already.
you, too.
Like, I got my first bill like a couple of weeks ago. So this is your first bill.
You're like, fuck.
Fuck, and I'm like, that's like $6,000. And I haven't even
Cool.
started yet. I haven't stepped in the fucking door. And I've already been charged that much money. And I can't put that back. I can't be like,
Oh no, you can't be like, oh, I've changed my mind.
I'm trying my mind. I don't want to do you anymore. No, it's gone.
Yeah, no.
I'm locked in.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. This has been Reviewed episode 5.
5.
We're gonna keep doing these, a million of these, until we cancel ourselves.
Yeah, I still don't know how it's gonna work once you move, but we'll figure that out.
I'm
If there's
thinking-
enough interest.
I think we're gonna go online mics and see if the quality is better,
Yeah.
and maybe we could even use face cams.
Ooh, no.
No?
But maybe.
We could even like
Maybe you can have my camera on, but I'll sit in a dark room so you can't actually see me.
at least see your face and be like, this is the movie master.
The movie master.
Yeah. Or we could like draw cartoons or something
Yeah.
of our faces moving. All right. Anyway, thank you so much.
But only in like 2 frames, so
Yeah.
open mouth, closed mouth.
Oh yeah, like Triforce.
Is that what they do?
Have you seen that?
No, I've
This
seen
is-
Triforce animated, but I haven't.
They're just triangles and they move up and down.
Yeah, we could do that,
Yeah.
probably.
And we could shake them for them when they laugh.
Yeah, like Fanimations, where it's like you only draw like 5 frames and then just repeat them
And over again.
throughout the video.
Totally could do that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of editing, but
I mean, is it just randomly insert different different drawing panels into?
I guess it is only like an hour.
Yeah, just like say every 5 minutes, and that way
Well,
it keeps people's eyes in. I don't know.
if this gets 20 likes, we'll do animation.
Oh, 20 likes, yeah. Oh, we need to set goals, don't we? Yeah. Please subscribe. Please tell us you want more.
At the 100 subscriber mark, we'll do a video one.
Ooh, face reveal. No, but they already know what we look like.
Face reveal at 100.
But they already know what we
subscribers.
look like because our banner is the
Fuck, whatever.
face. Yeah.
Well, still, we'll do a whole video of it,
Yeah.
though.
Maybe we'll test. Maybe the online one will be a 10-minute one talking about future projects.
Oh, yeah.
So that way it's just a test.
Yeah,
The future of Bottomless Pit Productions, if there is one.
there is a future for it. Sure.
I hope so.
I fucked up the email as well.
What do you mean?
It's like NFPO Productions at gmail.com.
Oh,
opinions.
opinions.
Productions.
You keep that, I guess, or we can change that.
Well, I can't change it. I tried to change
Oh.
the film splits. So, we'll figure it out.
Ah,
Shit.
Don't worry about it. Who cares? It's just logistics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 likes and we'll do animation.
Yeah, we can draw, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, just send us a fan
Fan
art.
art.
Alright, bye.
Okay, see ya.